So there's no inherent reason conceptually that having conservative politics liking, cuts to the capital gains tax rate or wanting to outlaw abortion should tightly correlate with not wanting to get vaccinated against a deadly respiratory virus. But there has been a kind of correlation in the world, not just in the U.S., but across the world. So I can talk about it, I think, a little bit more at some point. So it's a big deal when prominent members of the American right, conservatives, come out and say, hey, I got vaccinated, you should too. Well, today, Steve Scalise, who's the number 2 member of the House Republican caucus from Louisiana, he had not gotten vaccinated, despite, of course, having that awful tragedy befall him where he was shot and spent a long time in the hospital and recovered from that. Thank goodness. Well, there he is, Steve Scalise today, saying he was getting vaccinated. Here's what he had to say about why. He said, especially with the Delta variant becoming a lot more aggressive and seeing another spike, it was a good time to do it. When you talk to people who run hospitals in New Orleans or other states, 90% of people in hospital with Delta variant have not been vaccinated. That's another signal vaccine works. It is great to see Steve Scalise doing that. I hope lots more people follow. He's not the only one. We should be clear. There's tons of Republicans across the country carrying this message. Missouri Republican, for example, state senator from Missouri Republican state senator Lincoln Hough is one of those individuals who's gotten vaccinated and has been advocating for the vaccine in his portion of Missouri. And he joins me now. It's great to have you on, Senator. Tell me a little bit about what things are going on, what things are like in Greene County, Missouri.
Sure. So we've seen, and Chris, thanks for having me on. We've seen an abnormal, I would say, spike in this Delta variant in our community. That can be attributed to a lot of things. Springfield is a hub. We're a hub for tourism and we're a hub for higher education. But what we've seen with that then is a complication of our healthcare system. We have 2 major hospitals in our community, and both of them, as you just mentioned, have a number of cases of this new Delta variant that are essentially clogging up and hamstringing our healthcare systems in my opinion, very preventable way, given the fact that in my state, almost every individual that is eligible for a vaccine lives within 5 miles of a facility or a site where they could have that vaccine administered.
Will you tell me about your own vaccination experience? When did you decide? How did you decide to get it vaccinated, and how did that go?
So I talked with my healthcare provider, and I'm actually fortunate enough. I've got 2 brothers in my family that are also doctors. That as soon as it was my turn and I was eligible to receive the vaccine, I actually received it at the Boone County Public Health Center in Missouri, because I was actually in the legislature at the time. So I went over to our Boone County Public Health Department, and they gave me a shot, and then I got my booster shot, or the second dose, later on, 3-4 weeks later.
So, what are you hearing from folks in your community that are Republicans like yourself, conservatives, share your politics? Are you encountering folks resistant to the vaccine, and what are those conversations like when you talk to them?
Well, I think there's a lot of misinformation being spread around about this vaccine, and I guess the plea that I would make, not just in my community, but across our country and quite frankly across this world, is talk to your trusted healthcare providers, talk to your family physicians, talk to the members of the medical community that you do trust, and get their opinion. And if you have hesitancies, go to those providers and ask for their medical opinion on that. I would ask and maybe strongly encourage that we shy away from just looking at social media and things like that and perpetuating information that maybe is baseless.
Missouri State Senator Lincoln Hough, thanks so much for your message. Thanks for coming on our program tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.